Hey guys, Darian Giuseppe here, back again with another video for the Key Concept series. In today's video, we're gonna run through a question, or we're gonna run through the solutions to arithmetic progression question. So, with that said, let's get into the question. So, the question says that the 20th term of an arithmetic progression is 35, and the sum of the first 19 terms is 285. Calculate the sum of the first 5 terms. So they want us to find S5, right? The sum of the first 5 terms, right? And they give us 2 pieces of information. Let's see if we could use these 2 pieces of information to find what is A and what is D for the arithmetic progression. That's the key, right? With arithmetic and even geometric progressions. Once you can find A and D in the case of arithmetic progression, you could find basically anything that they're asking you to find for the progression. Same thing for the geometric. Once you could find A and R, where R is your common ratio, for the geometric progression, you can find basically anything for it, anything that they are asking for it. That's basically it. So that's the key always for arithmetic and geometric progressions. Once you could probably find your, in the case of the arithmetic progression, your first term and the common difference, you would be good. So let's write down the information, right, that they gave us. The 20th term of the arithmetic progression is 35, and the sum of the first 19 terms is 285. So this is what they are saying here. T20 is equal to 35 and S19 is equal to 285, right? The S is normally represented, or it normally denotes the sum of the first terms. The T is normally denoted as the nth term, right? So in this case, T20 is the 20th term, S19 is the sum of the first 19 terms. So that is the 2 sets of information they gave us, or the 2 pieces of information they gave us. Now let's try to convert this into an equation, right? Because what I'm seeing here off the bat is we get these, or they gave us these 2 pieces of information. We could convert the information into two equations that we could solve simultaneously. That is what I'm seeing here immediately. So the first equation, or the first piece of information, T20 is equal to 35, would imply that 35 is equal to A plus 19 by D. What we need to recall is the formula for the nth term. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 by D. So in this case, n is 20, right? And 20 minus 1 would give you 19. So that's how we get this equation here. Right, so just recall that formula, and then in the case of S19 is equal to 285, this would imply that 285 is equal to 19 and 2 by 2a plus 18 d. The formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by n on 2 by 2n, or rather by 2a plus 18d, not 18d, plus n minus 1 by d. So this is your formula here. You should recall this formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression. So that is what was utilized here. So we get, right, so these are the 2 equations here. Well, not really. Let's kind of break it down a little bit and label them as equation 1 and equation 2. Let's see what we can have here. The first equation we could label as equation 1. That's cool. But this one, let's break it down a little bit, simplify it a little bit. And when we simplify it, this is what we have happening here, right? So my next thing though, looking at these so we get 2 equations, right, from the information that the question gave us, right, that we could solve now simultaneously. These 2 equations could be solved simultaneously. So I will proceed to using the method of elimination for solving this, or these 2 equations. I will multiply equation 1 by 19, That is what I am thinking. And that will give us an equation 3. So you can just stop the video and just check, make sure this is correct. When you multiply this equation by 19, you get this. So that is what I did there. And then what I'm thinking is I can take equation 3 and minus it from equation 2. That is what I'm thinking. And we could go up here, and what we will get is this here. 380 is equal to 190d, and then we could solve for d. So this implies that d is equal to 380 on 190. So d is equal to 2. And once we know d is equal to 2, we could substitute d into equation 1 here if we wanted and solve for a. So, right, so substituting d is equal to 2 into equation 1. This will give us this. So you just substitute it, right? 2 here. And this is what you will get. Solve for a, and you get a is equal to negative 3. So we have our d and we have our a for this arithmetic progression. But remember what the question asked us to calculate. Calculate the sum of the first 5 terms. So that is what we need to do. How do we find the sum of the first 5 terms? Remember the formula for the sum of the first n terms is given by this, right? 2a, n on 2 plus 2, n on 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 by d. So this is the formula for the sum of the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression. So all we need to do is put 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, and we will be able to solve for the sum of the first 5 terms. And we know what is our a and we know what is our d, right? So that's basically what we will need to do there. But what you need to recall is that initially when the question asked you to find this, you didn't have a and d. So that is why we initially found a and d, because we didn't have it, right? So you would have noticed that even if you had gone to using the formula here to find the first n terms, you'd have noticed that a and d was missing. So the information given at the start, this and the sum of the first 19 terms is equal to 285. That helps in finding a and d. That's the key to the question. Find a and d, and that can help you to find whatever it is the question is asking. So S5 would be given by this here, right? So you just substitute it into the formula, and we just work down this formula here, and in the end we get S5 is equal to 10, right? So the sum of the first 5 terms of this arithmetic progression is equal to 10, and that is basically it, right? That is the solution there to this question, guys. I hope you understood the run through of the solution for this one. And like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.